I got all that. I don't need it. And yet he chose to do it. Right? 2016, people are like, well, okay. 2020, okay, there's another side story to that. But he's still coming back because the mission is not finished. And as Colonel Mills said before, this could be the last one. Okay? Now, 2016, I was like, oh, that's hyperbolic. 2020, okay. But honestly, think about it. This could be it. Seriously, think about it. This could be it. All right? And if you look at what's going on, I mean, people that came from communist country or socialist countries, we know it because we hear it, we lived it, right? And so now it is here. And so my family, right, circle back, they're actually encouraging me to do these things, right? Because they know, right? They actually saw it. They witnessed it. There's no story, he said, she said, oh, none of that stuff. They have seen it. They have witnessed it. Therefore, they say, go out and do it. And in fact, I can tell you, my brother-in-law, I won't mention his name, who's a Democrat, strong, devout Democrat. And he saw what happened to his children in Fairfax High School here. That's when he's like, okay, you don't need to say no more. I'm gonna vote early, and we'll leave it at that. You probably will be happy who I vote for, okay? Because at some point, it's gonna be your family, your livelihood, your country. That's why we're gonna make the change here. So thank you very much for coming out today. All right? So with that in mind, I'm going to invite my friend Trevor Benson to come up and kind of lay out the path that we're going to take and also answering any questions that you may have. Yeah. So with that, a big round of applause again. Once again.
I'm older now.
Thank you.
I'm smarter.
Okay, so real quick, because this is all like important information if anybody wants to like take notes or anything. We're basically, in order to have like the most impact on the community as possible, instead of just going straight down 50 to 7 corners, we're going to go through the town of Fairfax, through Annandale, through Bailey's Crossroads, then to 7 corners. So we're going to go through the heart of all of those. So it's pretty straightforward. But I just want to let everybody know, if you have not registered, because I know there's a lot more people here than there are registrations, please scan this QR code to register so that we can invite you to the next event. And we can have you email us. If you want to come up, take a picture of this information, there's also a picture. We have more directional papers too that we can hand out to you. But please register if you have not registered. So when we get to Eden Center, there's a number of businesses that will be offering discounts and free drinks to all Trump supporters that come today. Those businesses are Captain Saigon. Captain Saigon is a very visible restaurant when you arrive. It is, they're going to have free Vietnamese iced coffee and free sugarcane juice for any order with food. If you want like a banh mi sandwich, which is like a baguette, like a sub, it's probably about $8 or so. You will get a free drink with that. There is another restaurant down in one of the hallways called Feng Lei Restaurant. Feng Lei is doing 20% off any order from anybody. They are very well known for their bum bok hoi, which is like a spicy beef soup. So if you like spicy stuff, you should check it out. But when you get to Eden Center, take a walk around Eden Center because you might be very surprised to see that many of the restaurants have Trump signs in their windows. So there's more than I can even list, from hair salons to jewelry stores to many cafes to restaurants. So feel free to patronize any of those restaurants, show them support, give them a thumbs up when you get there. The whole Eden Center has Trump signs all over the place in every hallway, every store. So real quick, as far as the route, what I would suggest doing when you're driving when you're in the car parade, please drive slow. Be mindful of the people behind you. If you see them get stuck at like a red light, if you see them kind of lagging behind, just try to keep your eye on the car in front of you, but also let them try to keep their eye on you too. I'm going to drive as slow as I can. I think I'm going to be in the front, so I will try to, so everybody, I know we're going to have breaks in the parade as far as red lights and that kind of thing. So generally what we're going to do from here is we're going to go out here on the Government Center Parkway, and then we're going to turn on Forum Drive, which is basically how you exit onto Route 29. So Route 29 will take us a short distance to 236. 236 goes all the way from essentially where we are now almost through the town of Fairfax to Annandale. So when you get to Annandale, we're going to get on Columbia Pike to go to Bailey's Crossroads. So we're going to turn on John Marr Drive, if you know where that is in Annandale, to get there. So we're going to turn off of 236 onto John Marr Drive to Columbia Pike. Columbia Pike will take us to Bailey's Crossroads, where we can then get off Columbia Pike on the Leesburg Pike, which will take us pretty much straight to Eaton Center and Southern Columbus. So if you have questions about the route, we have handouts that we can actually give you. So if you need one of these, come up here and ask for one of these handouts and we'll give it to you. Otherwise, we should be driving slow enough to where hopefully everybody can kind of follow each other. But it's a pretty self-explanatory route. So, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Trevor. Drive legal limit, drive slow. We're supposed to be seen, right? And we don't want to get a ticket, right? We want your spouses, your family member, encourage you to come back next month, okay? All right, so one last thing I forgot to mention. Here's a dear friend, but actually he's the campaign manager for Mike Van Meter. So if you don't mind, give a big round of applause and 2 more minutes for the campaign.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Chairman, for being out here. When I walked around, I spoke to a lot of people from down Prince William County and Loudoun County, and I'm seeing some of the Derek Anderson T-shirts. So I wanted to mention the other candidates that are being supported here. Derek Anderson in the 7th, and Mike Clancy out in Loudoun County in the 10th. And then, of course, last but not least, my guy, Mike Van Meter, who is the congressional candidate for this area, running against Jerry Connolly, who has to go. And I really want to thank the individuals out there who got the Mike Van Meter's magnetic stickers on your truck. I really appreciate that. And when you're done with them, feel free to continue driving around the county with them, or you can bring them to the Fairfax GOP office, or you can call the campaign. It's on the website. Van Meter, METERFOR, Virginia. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today. He had to be out of town on family business. Otherwise, I'm sure he will be at the next one with bells on. I'll make sure of it. Thank you all for your support and coming out here. Take care.
Once again, thank you very much for coming. Please let everybody know, stay safe, and happy time. The lead car is a blue Mustang. You can't miss it. So, and Chairman Anderson will be in that vehicle, cheering the parade. All right.
Can I have this sign? Can I have this sign? Yes, you can have it.
Yeah, yeah, Robert's underneath. Okay. Robert's underneath. You going now or what? Oh, yeah, why don't you go?